I wanted to direct you to some video resources that are available from within Pearson, the MyLab package. And these videos are very targeted. They're directed specifically towards the sections and the problems that are done in the textbook. So I think that these will be of a special benefit to you. So I wanted to, first I am at the moment inside of MyLab, and you can see the main menu here. I'm on the assignments page. But where I want to go is to the multimedia library. So when I select that, a number of resources come up, and what I'm going to select is video and video clips. So sometimes Pearson has long videos, 20 to 30 minutes, but recently they've been subdividing those into video clips. So when you first pull that up, sometimes those resources come lower, and I forgot to select my chapter. So I'm going to select something from chapter 4, and let's call it section 4.3. So if I wanted to see, again, a video from that section, I'm going to find it. And when it pulls up the resources, again, you usually have to scroll down. And I'm seeing here video clips. So there's no single long video, but these video clips that if you had put them together, that would have been a longer video. And what we see here is some examples and also some objectives. So if you wanted to see a video that basically overviewed a certain concept, you would go to the objectives. So for example, conditional probability. And I'm just going to pull up that video.
Now what we're going to look at next is a different concept. We're going to go ahead and take a look at conditional probability.
Okay, and so you could go through and take a look at that video, and she would give a description of what was in the text. And then if you wanted to see specific examples, you would pull up this conditional probability example. So again, we see this example.
This example starts with a table. You can see here in the table what we have are Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. The top row is made up of the males in each of those parties, and the bottom row is made.
So again, you can watch those videos and pick up those concepts. I wanted to show you another way that you can get to the same information, and that is if you go into the homework under assignments. So in my assignments, I have assigned the first thing as a textbook segment. So this is the homework for 4.3. And as with all of the sections, again, the first thing that you're expected to do is to read the textbook. And so when I pull up this textbook portion, so you can see the book is loading up on the page that begins section 4.3. So this is page 159, and this is the top of the page. But we look down here where it says complements, conditional probability, and so on. So I'm going to go to the textbook page that goes to conditional probability. And what you see is these little arrows, and then if you hover over it, it says conditional probability. So one of the things about the book is this is an interactive textbook, and it's beneficial to sometimes hover over things. And if I click on this,
now what we're going to look at next is a different concept. We're going to go ahead and take a look at conditional probability.
So this is exactly the same video that you accessed from the other place, and along with different examples, if we hover here, we've got a you try it, and then we also have this probability example. So this is the same example that we had seen again from the video clips. Now, I don't want to click on the you try it yet, because once you go there, you can't get back to the text easily. You essentially have to reload the main menu. But the last thing I wanted to show you was the e-text. And we would go here if you were not able to get into those small segments of the e-text. So sometimes those little chopped up portions don't load when my MyLab is having trouble. But if we again go to the main e-text, it took you to the link and then it took you to the link in the sidebar and then another link. So we will look at the entire e-text here. And this is the whole text starting with the first page. Okay. So what I want to do is to go to page 1, which is in this little rectangle. It's a little bit hard to see up here, but if I type in the page number, so I've typed in 169 up at the top. Okay, and I think I overshot a little bit. If we go back to, I believe it was about page 164, but you can see same principle. We are in that e-text, and those little bubbles are links that are going to take us to various resources. So again, let's see where we are in relation to, this is our conditional probability. So let's go back a couple pages, and this again is in the major e-text, the one that's not in small segments, but the whole e-text together. And I am looking to find that page of conditional probability where we were before. And I just wanted to show you this you try it, because as I mentioned, the you try it will take you to a problem, and then once you are working on that problem, to get back to the text portions, you may have to essentially reload the whole section. And it is taking us a little while to load up. But here's a problem to try, and this is essentially, they've taken you to a homework problem. So this is a way for you to practice, but again, for the homework problems that are actually assigned, if you go there directly, you'll be able to get into each problem and then move along. So the you try it's again are homework problems, but there are ways to get help. There's question help in the corner, which let me move my window over here so that you can see it. But if we pull this question help, oops. So when you have, again, the smaller version of that pop-up window, we have all of the resources that are available to us. Help me solve this, and it'll take you through step by step. It will give you something to read, and then allow you to continue, and then feed you explanations bit by bit. But then if you want to view a similar example, you can do that as well. So those are just a few of the video related resources that you have that come with your Pearson e-text.